So this episode, we take a bit of a behind the scenes look into what goes into putting on a four-wheel drive demonstration at a caravan show in front of a live audience. The stunt driver. Yes, so this is the other really interesting feature. As you can see, we've got a lot going on in the fridge.
Just as long as we can drive it home.
It's a show.
Yeah, just so I get some weather ringleaders.
So we're invited to the Melbourne Caravan and Camping Leisurefest at Sandown to put on a four-wheel drive demonstration. And I really racked my brain trying to think how we could make this entertaining, because it is very hard to make a four-wheel drive demonstration entertaining in such a small area. So we come up with the idea of trying to get the vehicle and a caravan bogged, recover it safely in front of a live audience. It was a bit of a gamble to see if this would work and we could get the vehicle bogged, but more importantly, get it out safely. So let's take a look at how it went. And it was a fun 4 days, but it certainly didn't always go to plan. You reckon it's gonna do it, Barry?
I hope so. Hopefully we can drive it home on Sunday. 4 days, driving a manual, trying to recover it out of the sand. It's gonna be hard. So this is our playground. Get it in and out every day. Just as long as we can drive it home by Sunday, we'll be laughing.
So we got there a day early just to make sure that the track was going to function how we wanted it to. So we had the mound over the container, around through some moguls, which on the Wednesday, the day before, was quite wet, and we really did struggle to get the Hilux through. It kept sliding off the edge, being that it was red clay. We did find that one of the moguls was a bit high, and look, it's about trying to make something exciting but not dangerous. And when the crowd's standing so close by, we certainly didn't want to roll the van towards the crowd. Steve, the contractor that drove the excavator, did an absolutely fabulous job, knew exactly what the brief was, and we really didn't have to change the track much to how we already had it. So we did move that little mogul there, really kick the van over towards where the crowd was standing. So again, I was saying before, it's just about making it safe but entertaining at the same time. So this little bit of sand here really isn't a little bit of sand. There's 20 tonne of sand dumped on the ground there to give us enough to get the vehicle bogged into. And to be honest, 30 to 40 would be even better, but you have to work with what you have, and that's what we had. And it certainly did bog down the mighty Hilux. It did the job, that's for sure. Turn, mate, turn. Professionals at being bogged.
We're on the racetrack.
They let us free.
Yeah, we're out.
Early day, straight to the pub.
Ooh, risky.
It is.
Very risky, very.
Look at that, in the pits.
We're in pit lane.
Pit lane.
We're in pit lane.
We're following the buggy.
He's beating us. We can only do 60.
Yeah, well.
We'll be limited.
Oh. The stunt driver. So when we come away for these shows, generally I'm a tight ass and try and get the cheapest Airbnb I can. And I'll put it in the bottom of the screen here where we're staying. I can't remember the name of the joint. It's in Melbourne, but look, the house looks alright on Airbnb. But there's a few unique features we need to address here and show you guys, because it is a bit worrying. Righto, so we've got the little rent mobile down the back here. You can rent your car on top of the house. That's quite a handy feature. When coming up the stairs, the first thing we noticed was the interesting electrical work here and the sheer amount of cameras. There is a lot of cameras. And then Jamesy, where's Jamesy? You locked me in or out? What are you doing, Barry? Oh, he's locked me out. Yes, so this is the other really interesting feature. Aluminium roller shutters on every window. It's like a safe house. And we did ask a few locals, is that to keep the cold out? Or is that to keep the criminals out? It's to keep the likes of him out. It's not good.
Wow.
They've got a few other interesting things, Jamesy.
We do.
We do.
You need to have this water going to have a hot shower.
So you've got to have the hot water in the kitchen on to get hot water in the shower. How does that work?
I don't know. Look, that's hot water.
But yeah, we went a couple of days with a cold shower before we figured that out.
Yeah.
So, Jamesy's up me because I need to spend more on the Airbnb next time.
Should we go at the back?
Should we go at the back?
Have a look how the door's locked.
Righto. What's wrong with that, Barry? It's a show.
Yeah, just so I get some weather ringleaders.
It's a show. What about the toilets, Barry? There's something weird about the toilets too, don't you remember?
Oh,
What is the old and touch it? But
no, I'm not going to touch it.
is the hose to clean the toilet or your freckle?
I don't know. I'm not going to use it.
Just grab it and show everyone. I'm not serious, don't touch it. There's one in each bathroom, so you know that's interesting. And then quite a handy feature. We've got the dishwasher, the washing machine and the dryer, all quite handy in one area.
You're right.
Yes.
How good's that?
Yeah. Anyway, moral of the story is spend more money on the Airbnb next time.
Yeah. 100%.
She's wild.
You gonna do a bit of washing, Fluffy?
That's your job, that's why I brought you. Look at him go, he loves it. He's just straight in there. Yeah, so Airbnb's good because you can cook your own meals. As you can see, we've got a lot going on in the fridge. We've just been buying a meal each day. But look, this is the reality of coming to do these shows. It is about just being here for the show. It's purely just a bed and somewhere to sleep at this house. So we joke about it. It's clean, it's fine, it's comfortable. The suburb we're staying in is somewhat questionable. I would say that, you know, just a harmless criminal, not a hardened criminal, a harmless criminal, I think. So if we lock everything up and Jamesy sleeps with one eye open, which he has been, I think we'll be fine. Get ready to see the four-wheel drive demonstration of the year. I mean, me and Jamesy are here to do everything wrong. Man, I'd like $1 for every time I had to listen to this over the 4 days there. We created a little advert to play on the main screen to let the punters know that we're about to do the demonstration. And then we'll roll a little bit of the footage that I used for the presentation before we did the live bogging. So not only did we put on a live four-wheel drive demonstration twice a day, that also come along with the presentation. Now I chose to speak about 2 really important trips we completed this year. The first of which being a 5-part YouTube series up into Cape York, Australia. We completed this in just 3 weeks and it shows what is capable in a shorter time frame. If you're ever thinking you might get up into Cape York, Australia, I really urge you take a look at this 5-part series. We're really proud of this one. So the second trip I spoke about was a trip me and James completed early in the year into the outback of Australia, completing 4,500 kilometres, 2,500 which were on dirt, dusty roads, and that was the aim of the trip. Find the bull dust, find the corrugations, and try and break the prototype Conqueror UEV 570 that Conqueror Australia had given us that mission. And I'm really happy to say that they took all of our criticisms on board, went back to the drawing board and fixed quite a few little issues that we found before launching the UEV 570 at the Sandown show. And we even got to announce that for them live on stage, which is something that's pretty cool to me. I really love this industry. We've always been into camping, four-wheel driving, and having that much input into a hybrid camper is something that I'll remember for the rest of my life and hopefully continue to do for some time to come. So that formed the basis of my presentation, and then we got stuck into the live demonstration, getting a car bogged. Let's see what went wrong, and it was different every bloody day, that's for sure. Take the rear locker off, and as I said, we've got 50 pound in the as you see, we purposefully buried the car quite deep into the sand. We then put Max Tracks under all the tyres without letting the tyres down first to see if it would recover. This is all just an experiment to show the difference of tyre pressures and what not to do in this situation. Without letting the tyres down, we usually needed to winch out on the first pass through the sand, get that vehicle out, and then we'll come around and show the difference of stopping as soon as you start to bog down, then let your tyres down and use the tracks and hopefully be able to get out that way. It's very close. I'm very surprised. Davey, what a driver. Woo. And of course, the third time through the sand represents the difference if you let your tyres down before you even get into strife, making it look quite easy. That shows the difference. This is the first time we did it. Good job, bud. Well, I hope that gives you a bit of an insight into what goes into these shows, especially doing a live demonstration. I truly did enjoy that one. It was really easy once the car was bogged. The show sort of made itself and it was different every day. Some days we really struggled to get it out using the winch, but that is realistic. That is what happens on the beach when you're towing, and I hope you guys got something out of it. But moving forward, comment below, what would you like to see at these caravan camping shows? Because at the end of the day, you are paying to go into a show, and if I get to put a show on, I want it to be something that you guys want to see, and we're open to suggestions. I have heaps of my own ideas, and I would love to have the opportunity to do it again. I think it was a great format getting bogged, but any other ideas, stick them below. Right, that's enough from me. Don't forget, head over to smarttouringsystems.com.au. We have heaps of cool merch, and the Starlink mini mounts are still flying out the door, and a heap of other really unique four-wheel drive accessories. So I'll leave it there, guys. Don't forget, you do only live once. Get out there and enjoy it. See you next time, hopefully at the next show. Cheers.